My name is Faraimo Paulo. I'm Tokelau, but I'm from Atapu Island. I got siblings, 8 of us. Yeah, 4 boys, 4 girls. I'm the oldest. I brought up in Samoa because I went to Samoa when I was only 2 years old. Because I drank kerosene. That's the main reason why my parents took me to Samoa. And then this, maybe in 1958, 57, I was so young. I was only 2 years old. And so my parents left me there to my uncle. And that's where I brought up. We brought up in Waimoso, Alamangoto. That's where we brought up. Yeah, together with this guy, Opetaya, the one who is the Tebaka one. So I went to school in Waimoso Primary School. Yeah, that's when I started doing my artwork. I was very little, primary school in Waimoso. Because I still remember every time we do some art. So the classes, the teacher want us to show. So I always have the best art, the best picture when I was 6, 7 years old. Then I went to Tokelau in 1960, 69. This was the first time I see my parents, my real parents. I was 15 or 14 years old when I first see them. I remember the past when I was 2 years old. I remember my mom. Everything was being cut off when I went to Samoa. Now this is the dream. This is what I remember when I was little. That's why some of my painting, I make some painting to remind my mom when I was so little. Yeah. This is the life in Tokelau. It's like this. There was no boat, motorboat. So we was paddling, we sail, fishing, and all those kind of things make me focus. Oh, this is a beautiful life, and I don't want to lose it. So that's why I create most of this work, because it's something I still remember. I have a very good time when I was 15, 16, 17, growing in Tokelau. There was a yacht camp, there was the Romance. It's one of the millionaires, somebody like that. So he's the one who came to the library and see some of my artwork. And then he wanted to buy them all. And I said, you can have them. He said, no, I had to give you money. Yeah, maybe I was 17 or 16. Because I always give away my painting when I was little, just for present for people. But this man, he just counted me the American dollars. No. So when I took it to my mom, where do you get the money? And I said, from the guy from the boat. Then I think, oh, the painting, my art can make money. And this is where I started making money with my painting. So a lot of tourists come there, or whoever comes there. I always try to sell some of my art there in Tokelau. Because I never been to an art school. I'm self-taught. 1977, I became a scholarship to New Zealand just to learn to parametric. He's one of the master carvers in community college in Napier. And that's where I see a lot of different art, like the carving, the Maori, which is so beautiful. And then I try to get all of those information, just to put in my art. Yeah. The Governor General of New Zealand, his name is Plantel. I don't know his first name. So, because I was a teacher age helping the teachers, so they want me to make a present for him just for one painting. So my village make a lot of beautiful weaving, and carving for present for the Governor General. But that's the only thing he likes it more, I think, in my painting, because that's the only thing he took in his hands when he go back to the boat. But the rest, all the weaving and carving was being carried by other people, but he hold on his painting. Yeah. In the 1980s, I got a job working in the National Art Gallery of Wellington. Had the big exhibition, American European Modern Masters. So it was good for me to hold those $1 million paintings, to hang them, because I worked there as a graphic design, but I was the one who helped to hang the paintings on the walls. Those, like Van Gogh, Cisani, a lot of famous artists. Their painting I touch it, and I see it. So that's where I learned a lot of experience with different artists. Like Picasso, Cisani, Paul Gauguin, beautiful artwork. And then that's why I'm thinking to keep my art as a collection. because it's something, I work hard for it. I got another job, I work at the Polynesian Museum, just for a few months. So when I went to Samoa, and that's where I started teaching in Samoa. I was teaching in Samoa College, for a few months in 1981. Then I got married. I have a family, Samoan lady. So we went to Tokelau, and we stayed there for 1 year. And that's where I started doing a lot of work with my art. And I designed stamps, coins for Tokelau, there. And that's where Tokelau make a lot of money with my work. I get struggle sometimes with my art because it takes time to think, because most of my art is all imagination. It's all thinking, the past. So when I get struggle, I had to, maybe I go to the library, do a bit of study and look at, all the different things. And then I come home and do it again, because the big problem is, thinking. But to do the work is easy, but it takes time to think what you're going to put next, to make the painting. Because you see, my artwork, I got no favor. All my artworks, I like it, because I spend a lot of time with it. I'm not thinking for money, I'm thinking for the good work. So my art look like it's between the high Renaissance and the modern masters. So my art is supposed to be here. Because I like Da Vinci, Michelangelo, Raphael, those high Renaissance. And I like Cézanne, Gauguin, some of a bit of Picasso. But so I think my art is between there, between the two different. Because see, my art is a lot, I always do the outline. The reason why I do the outline is because I think of the Tokelau legend like Hina Matekea. Because Hina is a lady, Takea is a turtle. So she's the one who this is the Tokelau story legend, she's the one who do all the tattoo, and the fishes, the shells, And nowadays you look at, so the pattern is everywhere now. So that's why I always like outline, just to get away from another subject, like the carving. When you do the tissel, you can see it's another part there. It's not they one thing, but they are separate. Most of my painting, I always put my own kids, my family in the paintings, because to me, it's like make me love my painting, because I see my painting, they are my part of my family. So when I sell one, I'm sad, because it's gone forever. I'm not, but for me, that's why I hardly have models, but I only pick the portrait, somebody interesting, and then I put in the painting. The real meaning of Eleni, Navigators of Polynesia, Eleni is my wife, but she passed away 2 years ago. Because we planned this, but she passed away cancer. And then I think, it's better to name it for my wife. So every time I had an exhibition everywhere, I'd rather still the same name, but like I'm gonna have an exhibition. This is the first exhibition for Eleni Navigators. It's not because Eleni Navigators, we are traveling no more, but the real meaning in Navigators of Polynesian, how we move on in the future. As we see nowadays, we Polynesians were the smallest population, but as you can see, a lot of them became famous in sports, It's a lot of things that Polynesians come out, That's why I make it Eleni Navigators. It's like my wife, But Eleni Navigators is for all the Polynesians, get together, get to know more about art. Yeah.